This conversation is for Black Americans. Why do you claim to be an Aboriginal American Indian indigenous to America when in fact we are descendants of West Africans? To ignore the fact that the natives of this land exist and they're here and you're ignoring them, you're no better than a colonizer. I came across 3 videos just now which really threw me for a fucking loop.
We're not from Africa, we are natives. It's our land, we all know about the slave ships. We're not from Africa, we indigenous. I need you to listen, I need you to be getting this. We not black, that's a curse.
So this is how you know slavery ain't really happened. Tell me why modern day 2025, we don't have any boats coming directly from Africa to America. There's no way to get to Africa on a boat. Anybody came over here on boats, we know it was the West Indians, the Caribbeans, the South Americans, you know, somebody close. Nobody came from Africa on no boat.
American Indian here, African where? I said American Indian here, African.
Ichato, Idija, Movi, Katiwi.
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy!
Since you guys claim that we are originally from here, we're aboriginal to America, I want someone in the comments to name me 3 aspects of this original culture and group of people that exist within Black culture today that don't include Native American, indigenous, West African, and European elements. You can't, because it's most certainly not the food, because the food is definitely European, West African, and Native American. Most certainly isn't the religion, because hoodoo and other spiritual religions that we practice as Black people all come from West Africa. And it most certainly can't be the language. That came online, it was faking like she spoke a native language, in which many Native Americans don't even speak their language because they are also colonized, right? And so the Europeans added to their region. Imagine a people that are alive and well. When you look at Mexicans and you see the Mexican phenotype, they're native. You look at Ecuadorians, they're native. You look at Peruvians, those are native people. They're not phenotypically African. I can take someone's uncle I can take a little man, big fella, whatever you call him in the South, from Mississippi or Alabama, and go to Nigeria, and that'll be Wale or Chinedu in Nigeria. And I've seen that with my own eyes. Going to see how phenotypically we look exactly the same in both places, that should be evidence enough, but it's not for you guys. But to ignore the fact that the natives of this land exist and they're here, and you're ignoring them, you're no better than a colonizer.
Black Americans are always so condescending towards other groups in the diaspora. They want to act shocked when they find out that they are everyone's least favorite. You guys never want to learn anything. You guys think what you say goes, and when you do learn something, you choose ignorance either way. South Africans recently learned of the Zulu parade in New Orleans. And we said, okay, fine, we get that you guys want to celebrate the Zulu culture, but this is a huge misrepresentation of it. Mind you, the Zulu parade is also deeply rooted in racism, hence they do blackface on there. And what did Americans say in return? They said, we're not going to change anything, fuck you guys, we do not give a fuck about your culture. Now, the girl you talking about depicted how you guys look when you don't want to respect other people's culture, and then suddenly Americans were all up in her comments saying all kinds of things and hurling all kinds of insults at her. Now, I don't know what you guys learn in your schools, but the stereotypes about Africa are really starting to get tiring, right? They're absolutely tiring, and the fact that it's grown adults commenting these kind of things when they have the opportunity to educate themselves is actually quite shameful. You guys are always the quickest to throw insults at people, then want to act shocked when other people retaliate. Now you saying that girl is fighting she is not, baby. You guys are all up in her comments. You won't let her breathe at all. And you know what? I think it's time you guys get a taste of your own medicine. Yes, it is time. And I think that's what makes you guys uncomfortable. We're not going to stop, unfortunately.
They only speak English over in America. Let that sink in. That's our language. What's wrong with that? Everybody don't talk like Nobody don't do that. Like, what y'all saying? Clicks. Woo, 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 woo. That's all y'all saying. Like, who cares about language? I don't care about what you speak. You can speak 100 languages, but I don't live in impoverished areas like y'all do. And I got lights. The only thing I can give y'all don't. Only 1% of y'all open defecate in y'all country. I give y'all that. But y'all finna have a big open defecation problem soon, though, out there.
The way y'all be letting them Africans talk to y'all in them panels and control, I will never go on an African panel, because why would I go on an African panel? Why would I go somewhere that's inferior to me? Like, I don't even let Africans talk to me without raising their hand or calling me sir. Like, so I'm not finna go on there where y'all can try to control this narrative. No. I just heard an African say something about property tax. Is it on it? But why do you have to pay property tax? Like, you're gonna have to pay taxes no matter what, for roads. That's why Africa's so fucked up right now. Like, y'all don't even understand how to, y'all don't even understand shit for real. Y'all really don't. And imagine getting like information on how to run a country from a fucking African. How does that even sound? How does that even make sense? You're a fucking African. Shut the
All rise in court.
Mrs. Christ, state your case.
Why are all of these animals from Africa crawling into my comment section like roaches? I don't even know what you're saying. Why do you people beg and borrow and bum your way to America just to come here and latch onto us like ticks?
The court now calls witnesses to come and testify.
Are you okay? Are you sure? I don't think so.
What we are seeing, a meltdown moment of someone who's in need of some psychological help.
More close to a roach than the ones you calling a roach, baby. You don't look healthy, sister.
The only animal is you. It shows that you were raised in a family with no laws, with no respect.
You don't know your ancestors were stolen from Africa. We don't want your culture. You don't have a culture. Go and fix your duke.
Mrs. Christ, do you have anything more to say?
You come here claiming that Black Americans don't have a culture, all while you are imitating and cosplaying our culture. We are superior to you. You look up to us. You idolize us. You want to be us.
Before I give out the verdict, let me tell you about YouSeen, a streaming app for movies and series. It has no ads, so click on the link on my bio to download it. Okay, back to Miss Christ. The court finds you guilty for insulting Africans and being xenophobic, and therefore sentence you to drink castor oil. Cause you're talking a whole lot of cock. Please follow me on Facebook, y'all. I'll be posting some of the court cases there.
Yeah, it's becoming harder and harder for you guys to keep up with these paying goofy lies, right? This Bush baby says Africa is a continent with 54 countries, no, 54 third world shitholes, but I'm gonna stop being petty. And 3,000 plus indigenous ethnic groups. Y'all all speak French and English. Fuck out of here with that. Wait, I'm being petty. No one's identity is African. Black Americans are the descendants of people from various African tribes enslaved. Yeah. Funny how the Bush babies, who just got Wi-Fi yesterday, who still don't even have paved roads, they're gonna tell us who we descend from, but they can't name the African tribe they're claiming we were stolen from. You can't tell us what African tribe you're claiming we come from. And then we also have to ask, even if you do name a tribe, does that tribe even have oral tradition of their fellow tribal members being taken? And then the third question becomes, why did they never go looking for their fellow tribal members that they claim were stolen? I mean, the math just ain't mathing. See, what it is the only thing you Africans have had going for yourselves is your alleged kinship to us, because we're globally successful and you're known as global failures.
Here in Africa, we don't know what's electricity. We control the sun at any time. You see, it's night time now, but the sun is here. Sun off! Sun on. Sun off. Sun on.
She cried after South Africans responded.
Start doxing, making threats of rape, making threats of unaliving. And now when I post the information to the government entities that you can report them to, then they can start getting deported. Now their asses is, oh, can we just stop? Why? I told you guys I was going to get ugly. If you guys kept on going, I was going to keep going. Worse than what? The Energizer Bunny. I said that. Bitch, you can take it to hell. Bitch, I can dwell in hell, sit up there and give the devil a high five while simultaneously praising God. Do you understand that? I live in hell, happily. Y'all play with the wrong ones.
A few moments later.
Africa is angry at foundational Black Americans because they know what we're capable of. Here we have great materials, we can manufacture, we can do all that. We have resources in abundance, whereas in Africa, they don't have advanced materials, and their manufacturing industry is underdeveloped compared to all other nations. With that said, yes, they are trying to destiny swap, and they're going about it in a traditional manner. There's hierarchy that they're trying to partake in. They're making sure that they're prideful about it. Sit back, learn something. I don't need to learn anything. I've already researched you guys, and I've also written papers, and I was very much so accurate. I've already assessed your entire country. Africa needs foundational Black Americans because they know that we're capable of inventing and giving back in ways that they cannot, but that would mean a transfer of power on their end, and they're not willing to partake. They'd rather be prideful than to actually ask. And even when they come here to America, they're fed a bunch of lies.
2 hours later.
I've been around gangs my entire life, and the way that y'all have been so fucking protective of me no matter where I went. No matter where I went, I was always loved, I was always accepted. And even when I was around black